What if I told you that right now? Yes, in this very moment, you're standing at the threshold of infinite possibilities. Not in some distant future when you've figured it all out, not after years of spiritual practice, but now. The universe has been keeping a secret from you. A secret that once revealed will forever change how you perceive reality, how you make decisions, and most importantly, how you create your destiny. I'm talking about the quantum field, the invisible fabric that connects all consciousness, all matter, all potential. Scientists have confirmed its existence, ancient traditions have accessed its power, and today, you will learn the key that unlocks it. Welcome to the Quantum Key, to accessing the field of infinite possibilities. I'm the guide, and what you're about to discover isn't just theory. It's the most practical, transformative knowledge you could possibly acquire. Yes, I'm speaking directly to you. Not to the masses, not to some abstract audience, but to you specifically. Because the universe has orchestrated this exact moment, you watching this video right now, as part of your awakening journey. Take a deep breath. Feel the energy of this moment. Something inside you knows this is different. This is not just another video on quantum consciousness. This is your doorway to the life you've always sensed was possible but couldn't quite reach. By the end of our time together, you'll understand not just the theory behind the quantum field, but exactly how to access it, how to communicate with it, and how to manifest through it with precision and power. So, let me ask you, are you ready to step beyond the limitations that have been holding you back? Are you ready to claim the infinite possibilities that have always been your birthright? Let's start with a truth that's been hidden in plain sight. Everything you've been taught about how reality works is incomplete. From your earliest days, you were programmed to believe that reality is solid, fixed, and separate from you. That you're just a passive observer in a predetermined world. But quantum physics, the most advanced science we currently possess, tells us something radically different. At the subatomic level, particles don't behave like solid objects. They behave like waves of possibility. Until they're observed, they exist in multiple states simultaneously. This is called superposition. The famous double-slit experiment proved this decades ago. Yet this knowledge has been kept from mainstream understanding. Why? Because it changes everything. It means reality isn't something that happens to you, it's something that happens through you. Take a look at your hand right now. It appears solid, doesn't it? But at the quantum level, it's mostly empty space filled with vibrating energy patterns. What appears as matter is actually concentrated energy vibrating at specific frequencies. This isn't New Age fantasy, it's established science. Einstein's famous equation E=mc2 proves that matter and energy are interchangeable. Your body, your thoughts, your emotions, they're all energy patterns interacting with the larger quantum field. But here's what makes this knowledge so powerful. The quantum field responds to consciousness, your consciousness. When quantum physicists observe particles, the act of observation itself determines how those particles behave. The observer effect means that consciousness directly influences physical reality at the most fundamental level. Now imagine what this means for you personally. If your consciousness affects quantum particles, and everything in your life is made of these particles, then your consciousness is literally shaping your reality in every moment. This isn't wishful thinking or manifestation hype. This is the mechanics of how our universe actually functions. The world you experience isn't happening randomly. It's responding to the energy patterns you emit through your thoughts, emotions, beliefs, and expectations. Think about something you desire but don't currently have. Perhaps it's financial abundance, perfect health, a loving relationship, or creative fulfillment. Now, I want you to consider a revolutionary question. What if that desire already exists as a potentiality in the quantum field, and the only thing preventing you from experiencing it is the frequency you're currently vibrating at? What if you're not actually manifesting anything new, but simply tuning into realities that already exist in the field of infinite possibilities. This shift in understanding changes everything. You're not begging the universe for scraps. You're not hoping for lucky breaks. You're simply learning to tune your consciousness to frequencies that already exist. And that, my friend, is where the true power lies. If accessing the quantum field is our natural birthright, why isn't everyone already living their dream life? Why do we struggle, suffer, and feel limited? The answer lies in the subconscious mind, the gatekeeper between your conscious desires and the infinite possibilities of the quantum field. Your subconscious mind operates like a powerful broadcasting station, transmitting signals into the quantum field 24/7. But here's the critical insight. 95% of this broadcasting happens below your conscious awareness. Have you ever set a goal, worked hard toward it, visualized it, affirmed it, yet still found yourself sabotaged by inexplicable setbacks? This isn't coincidence or bad luck. It's your subconscious programming sending contradictory signals into the field. During the first 7 years of your life, your brain operated primarily in theta wave frequencies, a hypnotic state where you absorbed beliefs about yourself, others, and reality without any critical filtering. You took on limiting beliefs from parents, teachers, media, and society, and these became the invisible prison walls of your reality. If, as a child, you absorbed beliefs like money is hard to earn, I'm not good enough, the world is dangerous, or I need to struggle to succeed, these programs are still running in your subconscious right now, broadcasting limitation signals into the quantum field. I want you to place your hand on your heart right now and ask yourself, what limiting beliefs might be operating in my subconscious? What patterns keep repeating in my life despite my conscious desires to change them? The most common subconscious barriers include unworthiness programming, the deep feeling that you don't deserve abundance, love, or success. Safety programming, the belief that playing small keeps you safe from rejection or failure. Identity programming, the fixed idea of who you are and what's possible for someone like you. Tribal programming, the fear that success or change will disconnect you from loved ones. These subconscious programs create what quantum physics calls observer bias. You unconsciously look for and create evidence that confirms your existing beliefs, filtering out possibilities that don't match your programming. Your subconscious literally cannot distinguish between what's happening now and what you vividly imagine. That's why trauma remains so present, even years after the event. But this same mechanism is also the key to your liberation. When you learn to reprogram your subconscious to align with your conscious desires, you remove the static interference. The signals you send to the quantum field become clear, coherent, and powerful, and reality responds accordingly. The quantum key I'm giving you today will show you exactly how to do this, how to bypass the conscious mind and directly reprogram your subconscious broadcasting station. Now we arrive at the most crucial part of this journey, the actual key that unlocks the quantum field: coherence. In quantum physics, coherence describes particles vibrating in perfect harmony, creating amplified power through alignment. When applied to consciousness, coherence happens when your thoughts, emotions, beliefs, and actions all vibrate at the same frequency. Think about it like this. When your conscious desires say, I want abundance, but your subconscious fears scarcity, your heart feels unworthy, and your actions reflect doubt, you're in a state of quantum incoherence. You're sending mixed signals into the field, canceling out your own intentions. Right now, I want you to think about something you've been trying to manifest. Do you feel completely aligned with this desire at every level of your being? Or is there inner conflict, doubt, or contradiction? This internal conflict is quantum static, and it's the primary reason people fail to manifest their desires consistently. Even the slightest doubt creates interference in your signal to the quantum field. The breakthrough comes when you achieve quantum coherence, total alignment between all aspects of your consciousness. When this happens, You become an unobstructed channel for the quantum field to flow through you. The good news? Achieving coherence isn't about forcing yourself to think positively all the time. It's about integration, bringing all parts of yourself into harmony, including the shadows and doubts. Here's the 3-step process to achieve quantum coherence. First, awareness. You must become aware of the dissonance within you. What thoughts contradict your desires? What emotions undermine your intentions? What actions betray your commitments? Without judgment, simply observe where you lack alignment. Second, acceptance. This is crucial. You must fully accept all aspects of yourself, including the doubts, fears, and contradictions. Resistance creates more incoherence. When you accept your current vibration without judgment, you stop feeding it with resistance energy. Third, alignment. Once you've created space through awareness and acceptance, you can begin the process of bringing all aspects of yourself into coherent vibration. This isn't about forcing change. It's about allowing your natural state of coherence to emerge. Close your eyes for a moment. Feel your body, your breath. Now imagine a specific desire, something you want to manifest. As you hold this desire in your awareness, scan your entire being. Where do you feel resistance? Where do you feel flow? Simply observe without trying to change anything. This is the beginning of quantum coherence. When you achieve even brief moments of coherence, the results can be extraordinary. Time seems to flow differently. Synchronicities multiply. Solutions appear from nowhere. Opportunities align perfectly. This isn't magic. It's quantum mechanics applied to consciousness. Knowledge without application is meaningless. So let's translate these quantum principles into practical steps you can implement immediately after this video. I'm going to give you a 5-step quantum manifestation process that bypasses the conscious mind and speaks directly to the quantum field through your subconscious. Step 1. Quantum clearing. Before you can broadcast clearly, you need to clear the static. This means processing stuck emotions that create energetic blockages. Try this right now. Close your eyes and take 3 deep breaths. Now, think of something you want to manifest. Notice any resistance, doubt, or negative emotion that arises. Instead of fighting these feelings, simply say, I acknowledge this feeling. I accept it completely. I allow it to move through me. Feel the emotion fully, without judgment, until it naturally dissipates. This process of emotional clearing removes the static interference from your quantum broadcasting. Do this daily, especially when you notice resistance to your desires. Step 2. Quantum encoding. Your subconscious speaks the language of symbols, sensations, and emotions, not words. To encode new instructions, you need to bypass the analytical mind. Here's a powerful technique. When you're in a relaxed state, just before sleep or just after waking, visualize yourself already living your desired reality. But here's the critical difference. Do not just see it. Feel it with every cell of your body. What does this reality smell like? Taste like? Sound like? How does your body feel? Create such vivid sensory detail that your subconscious cannot distinguish this vision from actual experience. When you encode experiences this way, your subconscious accepts them as real and begins broadcasting this new reality into the quantum field. Step 3. Quantum embodiment. The quantum field responds not just to thought, but to your entire energetic state. Your body is the physical antenna that transmits and receives quantum information. Practice embodiment by physically acting as if your desire is already manifest. How would you walk, talk, and move if you were already living this reality? What posture would you adopt? What facial expressions? Your physiology directly shapes your psychology, which in turn affects your quantum broadcasting. Step 4. Quantum coherence meditation. This specialized meditation creates the perfect coherence between heart and brain waves, maximizing your transmission power to the quantum field. For 5 to 10 minutes daily, sit comfortably with your spine straight. Place both hands over your heart. Breathe slowly and deeply into your heart area. As you breathe, genuinely feel gratitude for something in your life. Research from the HeartMath Institute shows that gratitude instantly creates coherence between heart and brain rhythms. From this coherent state, gently hold the intention of your desired reality without forcing or straining. Step 5. Quantum surrender. This final step is perhaps the most counterintuitive but absolutely essential. After following steps 1 to 4, you must completely surrender attachment to outcomes and timing. After each quantum practice session, affirm, "I have communicated clearly with the field. I trust the perfect unfolding of this desire in divine timing. I release all attachment to how and when this manifests." Then genuinely let go. This surrender is not giving up. It's acknowledging that your conscious mind cannot see all the moving pieces required for manifestation. When you surrender, you allow the infinite intelligence of the quantum field to orchestrate events far more elegantly than your limited perspective could imagine. When practiced consistently, these 5 steps create a direct line of communication between your consciousness and the infinite possibilities available in the quantum field. You now understand the theoretical foundation. You have practical tools to apply. But to truly master the quantum key, you must integrate these principles into your daily life. This is about shifting from occasional manifestation practice to becoming a conscious quantum creator in every moment. I want to ask you a revolutionary question. What if every thought, every emotion, every action, and every word you speak is already interacting with the quantum field? What if you're already creating reality all day long, just unconsciously? True quantum mastery comes from bringing this process into your conscious awareness and making intentional choices about the energy you broadcast. Here are 5 principles for quantum living. First, quantum awareness. Begin each day by setting the intention to remain aware of your energetic state. Throughout the day, periodically check in. What am I broadcasting right now? Is this aligned with what I want to create? When you catch yourself in negative states, fear, worry, resentment, doubt, don't judge yourself. Simply acknowledge, this is my current broadcast. I can choose differently. This awareness alone begins to shift your frequency. Second, quantum language. The words you speak are literally sound vibrations that affect the quantum field. Start monitoring your language patterns. Eliminate phrases like "I can't," "it's hard," "I'm trying," or "maybe someday." Replace them with declarations that match your desired reality. I am. I choose. I create. I receive. For the next 24 hours, catch yourself every time you use disempowering language. Immediately rephrase your statement to align with quantum creation. Third, quantum environment. Your physical and social environment directly impacts your vibration. The spaces you occupy, the media you consume, and especially the people you surround yourself with, all affect your quantum broadcasting. Look around your immediate environment right now. Does it reflect the reality you're trying to create? What one change could you make today to align your environment with your quantum intentions? Fourth, quantum decisions. Every decision is a directional signal to the quantum field. When making choices, ask yourself, does this decision align with the reality I'm creating? Choose based on where you're going, not where you've been. The most powerful question you can ask before any decision is, what would the version of me who has already achieved this desire do in this situation? Fifth, quantum service. This principle may surprise you, but it's perhaps the most powerful. The fastest way to amplify your manifestations is to help others achieve their desires. When you genuinely support others without expectation, you align with the fundamental nature of the quantum field, which is infinite abundance and expansion. Scarcity thinking creates contraction. Generosity creates expansion. Think about someone in your life who could use support in achieving their dreams. How could you use your knowledge, resources, or encouragement to help them? When you take action from this place of service, you accelerate your own quantum manifestations. Integrating these 5 principles doesn't require hours of additional practice. It's about bringing quantum awareness into your existing daily activities. Every interaction, every decision, every word becomes an opportunity to align with the reality you're creating. With consistent application, quantum creation becomes your natural state. Not something you do, but something you are. As we near the end of our time together, I want to acknowledge something important. This information, if truly integrated, will completely transform your reality. This isn't hyperbole. It's the natural consequence of aligning with how the universe actually works. When you apply the quantum key consistently, certain shifts will begin to occur. First, synchronicities will multiply. You'll notice meaningful coincidences increasing. The right person calls at the right time, opportunities appear precisely when needed, solutions emerge from unexpected sources. These aren't accidents. They're confirmation that you're in alignment with the field. Second, your intuition will sharpen dramatically. You'll begin receiving clear guidance that bypasses logical analysis. This happens because coherent quantum states allow information to flow more freely between your conscious mind and the infinite intelligence of the field. Third, time will seem to flow differently. Manifestations that once seemed to take forever will begin occurring with surprising speed. This happens because linear time is largely a construct of the limited conscious mind. In quantum reality, possibilities collapse into experience much more fluidly. Fourth, you'll experience what I call quantum leaps, evolutionary jumps that skip the normal incremental steps. Areas of your life that seemed permanently stuck will suddenly transform, often in ways your logical mind couldn't have planned. Fifth, and perhaps most importantly, your relationship with reality itself will fundamentally change. Instead of feeling like life is happening to you, you'll experience life happening through you. The boundary between inner and outer reality will begin to dissolve. I want you to know that this journey isn't always smooth. As you begin applying these principles, you may experience what spiritual traditions call the dark night of the soul, a period where old paradigms collapse before new ones fully form. This is normal and necessary. The quantum field is reorganizing your reality at fundamental levels. During this process, be gentle with yourself. There's no rush, no competition, no finish line. This is your unique journey of remembering who you truly are, a conscious creator working in partnership with the infinite intelligence of the universe. If this message resonates with you, if you feel that quickening in your heart that signals truth, I invite you to make a commitment right now. Not to me, but to yourself. Will you apply the quantum key we've explored today? Will you take that first step toward conscious creation? Will you begin this journey of aligning with the field of infinite possibilities? If your answer is yes, I want you to do something specific right now. Subscribe to this channel and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any of the advanced quantum creation techniques I'll be sharing in future videos. And to seal your commitment, leave a comment below saying, "I am ready to access the field of infinite possibilities." This declaration sends a powerful signal to both your subconscious and the quantum field that you're ready to step into your power as a conscious creator. For those who want to go deeper, I've created advanced resources specifically for quantum creators like you. Check the description below for details on how to access these tools. Remember, the key has always been within you. You've always been connected to the field. All that's happening now is a remembering, an awakening to what has always been true. You are not separate from the quantum field. You are an expression of it, and in that truth lies infinite possibility. Thank you for joining me on this journey. Until next time, keep creating consciously. Before you go, I want to acknowledge the courage it takes to step beyond conventional reality and claim your power as a quantum creator. This path isn't for everyone. It's for those who sense there's more to existence than what we've been taught. You wouldn't be here, watching until the end, if you weren't meant to receive this information. Trust that inner knowing that guided you here. The quantum field responds not just to your thoughts and emotions, but to your actions. So let this be your first quantum creation. Take one action today, however small, that signals to the field you're ready for transformation. Subscribe. Comment, "I am ready to access the field of infinite possibilities." And share this video with someone who needs this message. Until we meet again in the field of infinite possibilities, I'm the guide. Remember, the quantum key is now in your hands.